If you want to run faster or jump further, then you've got to train your hips. However, the hips can be the neglected region when it comes to triple extension. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can identify a lack of hip extension and also some great exercises which specifically target hip extension so that you'll become a better jumper and sprinter. Triple extension requires extension at the ankle, knee and hip. However, often we focus on extension at the knee and lack extension at the ankle and the hip. Throughout my coaching, I've always tried to develop triple extension, and we really focus on both the ankle and the hip as well as the knees. You'll have seen some low-level drop jumps, for example, as a focus on the ankle joint. Now, as I've said earlier, we're focusing on the hips. The best sprinters and jumpers move their hips forwards and not just up. So, how do you do that? First, let's take a look at some symptoms and signs of limited hip extension. Here you can see young athlete Dimitri sitting whilst doing a sprint drill. He's not extending his hips. So that's an obvious way of seeing how the hips are not opening. Much less obvious is to look for a lack of hip extension when jumping. And here you can see Ruby. Now, the drop jump and the reaction looks good, but when we slow it down, we will see that she's not fully opening her hips at the top of the extension. So, as a coach, you need to be able to instruct on opening the hips, extending the hips, and as an athlete, you need to know how to open the hips and how to feel that extension. So, let's take a look at the long jump takeoff in brief, and also go on to some specific conditioning exercises which open the hips. In this slow motion, you'll see under 20 jumper Andrew really extending his hip as he takes off. So the hip moves forwards and up, and there's that extension, that movement forwards, which is crucial. Okay, let's look at some specific hip extension drills. Now, many of these require you to jump from a kneeling position. And as you can see, this places the focus on the opening of the hips in order to get that extension when you leave the ground. You'll see that Madison is particularly good at doing this. As you can see, there are a couple of variations. You can kneel and jump up, and you can kneel, jump up, land, and then jump again. And we've also added the kneel to jump up onto the high jump mattress, or a plyo platform would do. Now, you can also do these drills holding a bar overhead as well. All these means really focus on your need to extend the hips. You must always remember to open the hips when you're sprinting and jumping, for example. So don't sit back, as we saw in an example of Dimitri earlier. Open the hips, run tall. That will give you that triple extension through the ankle, knee and hip. In future videos, we'll look more at hip extension exercises and also ankle extension exercises. If you've any specific questions on the subject matter of this video, or indeed any of my others, then do leave a comment in the section below or through my other social media. And if you like the Jumps Squad merchandise that I often wear in these videos, then do check out the spring store. You'll see the products available underneath this video, for example, and I've launched a new backpack, rucksack, with the Jump Squad logo on it, so do check that out. Please do subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification icon so that you'll be made aware of when I upload new content. And please do give this video a thumbs up. And as usual, good luck with your training and any competitions that you've got coming up.